mother.
What up, what up, what up? That's right, everybody. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get your reality TV on with the good old TNZ. I am your Z. You know what I'm saying? And thank you so much for everybody. Welcome to another Monday. Here we are again. Let me tell you something. I tell you, every time, you know what I'm saying, it's a Monday, it is always a reminder that another week has passed. You know what I'm saying? So another week has passed. And you know what I'm saying? We had some great shows. Hopefully your hopefully your last week was very good. Let me turn the phone down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all can hear everything that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully your last week was very good. And hopefully everybody's doing great and everything like that. Listen, you know what? There's a lot of things that's going on. I want to start off by just saying there's a lot of things that's going on in the world. And if you notice that usually with this reality TV with TNZ, we really don't talk about real life things that's going on. I mean, we talk about reality TV, but we don't talk about like what's happening on the news. And most of that is just because, you know what I'm saying, we want to just take all of our viewers, all of our listeners, you know what I'm saying, just to a place where you can just laugh and you know what I'm saying, hear what's going on with celebrities and everything, and just get you out of all the drama and everything that's happening in the world. But with that being said, I do want to say that I just want to say that I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I just want to say be careful. As we know, we're still living in a world of the COVID. Ooh, excuse me, sorry, excuse me. Had a little something to drink, and it wasn't alcohol. But we're still living in the world of COVID-19, coronavirus, and I know that the vaccines are out there, but if you read the news, you hear good and bad. If you listen to your community or people you may know, you hear good and bad. Things that are happening. So all I'm saying is just be careful and just follow your gut. Also too, don't get caught up so much in the hype of everything. Think back of all other diseases and viruses that we have had, in the world, and how did we get through those viruses and diseases, without everybody getting the vaccine? And it's just like more and more you start to hear about it. you know First it was one dose, then it was two doses, now it's three doses, and now it's you might have to do it annually. So I'm just saying, just be aware. At the end of the day, that is a vaccine. There is liquid or medicine or whatever being pumped in your body. And even though it is your doctor, it's coming from your doctor, or it's coming from maybe brands that you trust and know. At the end of the day, you know your body. That's all. Just know your body. And I think you'll be good. So that's all I want to say about that. I want to, like I said, I'm not telling anybody what to do. Just giving some friendly advice from you guys, Z Fly, because like I said, we're all in this together. Well, let's just say we're all in this. I won't say we're all in this together because some people still living. You wouldn't even think coronavirus is happening for some people, but we are all in this. All right, so moving on to a little lighter note. Just to let you know that we here at Forever Live Young Entertainment, that is the brand that reality TV with TNZ comes from. We are actually looking for some help, y'all. We need some help. We're actually looking for a an event coordinator, and or a how can I a fundraiser strategist. So basically, one and the same. An event planner, and well, not but event planner slash fundraiser strategist, and that's for an upcoming fundraiser that we're going to be having, raising awareness on gynecologic cancers in September. We're planning this event that is coming up, so we definitely want a professional, committed, motivated event planner who can help us out with this. This is a paid position. So if you or you know anybody who does well with event planning slash fundraiser strategist, then let us know. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely tell them to hit us up right here at the email right here on the bottom. And once again, this is a paid position. We are looking to hire immediately, and this will go on throughout the summer until the fundraiser, which is in September. Because we'll have a lot of things that we'll have to talk about, and get things together, and planning an event. It ain't just one, two, three. It's four, five, six, all the way to 1,000. Okay. So yeah. So once again, we want a professional event coordinator slash fundraising strategist. Now we are looking for people. You must have at least 3 years in either event planning or a related field. And then also too, we do want someone who has experience with events, fundraisers, and also startups. So once again, if you do know somebody or yourself, definitely let us know. Right here is the email: f.l.y.entertainment, the number 12 at gmail.com. And let's get the interview started. All right. So listen. I don't gave y'all the bills. I don't paid the bills. I don't say what I had to say. Now let's go ahead and invite the T to the stream as well. I know y'all like, wait a minute now. I thought this was reality TV with TNZ. Well, where is the T? There you go. There go the
Hey
T
friends,
right
how we doing? How we doing?
there. What's
I'm
going on,
Hira. I'm
T?
like Hira.
Let
Listen here, listen here, listen here.
me tell you
We're
something,
here, we up in the
Troy.
building, ready to do what we do each and every week. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, I'm
Troy,
sorry.
I feel so good. Let me tell you something. I had a really good day. And listen, you know how I do my power walks. Look, I got back into my power walk today. I think
Come
I did
on,
about
have me walk
1,000
around the
miles.
streets.
Okay. So yeah, today was a really really good day. So it's good to see you, brother. I love the orange. What's going on? What's going on? Where you going? Where you going? Where
Yes,
you
on the
coming
street.
from?
You can see me, you see me. Coming from the studio, I was, working on some things, Got some things in store in the stew, you feel me? It's cooking in the stew. So I was in the studio working on some ideas and some things coming up soon. Before I have to leave the country for a little while.
That's what's up. All right, well, cool. Well, everybody, well, we're definitely going to go ahead and get into what you tuned in for, which is reality TV with TNZ to hear your favorite shows. We got that good old what's happening on Temptation Island, and then we also got what's happening on the finale, the season finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we're definitely going to get into that starting right now. So let's get it popping. Alrighty then. So look, this week on Temptation Island, so much happened that what I'm saying. We're definitely gonna talk about it. We definitely gotta talk about it. We definitely gotta get up in
So
it.
much.
So much happened, right? So let me go ahead and just go ahead and get my little banner going. We're at episode 9 of Temptation Island. Okay. So for those of y'all who may not who may have missed it, let me go ahead and hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, can y'all see me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because like the whole screen just blanked out. I'll tell you. Thank you, Troy. The whole screen blanked out. Okay, hold on. Let me get my notes up, everybody. All right, so basically with Temptation Island, so it started out where the girls they had just came from the bonfire. And if you remember Aaron, she's the one with Corey. She was feeling some type of way because she just feels that Corey is making a connection with the girl Amanda. In the guy's villa, which he is. He's definitely making a connection with Amanda. So she should feel a little worried. And she was just trying to just figure out, what I'm saying, should she be, what I'm saying, being so good the way she is? Because what I'm saying, don't forget, she been sending guys home. She sent home Griffin. She sent home Shaquille. What I'm saying, and then Shaquille like really really liked her, but her whole thing was, what I'm saying, she realized the error of her ways with Corey. So she was like, what I'm saying, she wants to kind of, what I'm saying, just forget all the guys and just focus on Corey. But then she see Corey and Amanda over there getting all happy, and then what I'm saying, his confidence is building up. So she's like, well, should I be doing all this? Right. Um, so moving on to Chelsea and Dr. Blake. So Dr. Blake, he makes a rose bed and informs her that he wants her to give him a chance. And she does say that she's a little scared. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I feel like this whole show was about almost like excuse me, almost like a love show. You know what I'm saying? I feel like so many people were like confessing their love, what I'm saying, just feeling like, just telling how they really felt about each other. So that's how I really feel. So we're gonna go to the guys' villa next. But before we do, Mr. Troy Weiss, so what do you think? Do you feel like Aaron hold on. Do you feel like Aaron is she just getting her just desserts, or does she have the right to be feeling any type of way when it comes to Corey?
I mean, at the end of the day, they both were there to experience the full experience of it all. So I feel like yes, she should have stayed connected with someone, but she realized like, hey, after the I think this first day she said there being the second day being there that like she started to lose him, and so she's in fear of losing him. Seeing with Amanda, she's feeling some type of way. She's probably gonna lose him, so she's just like, "Look, I'm worried about losing him. If I don't get him, I'm gonna go home alone. Period. But she really wants to be with him. That's her man. She wants to be with him.
Yeah, that is very true. All right, so then what I'm saying. So then we move on to the guys' villa, and what I'm saying. In the guys' villa, it's like a party. What I'm saying, because Tom he comes in very happy. He is so happy, so sorry. He's very sarcastic about what I'm saying, Chelsea. What I'm saying, what she has been doing in the villa. So now he just feels like what I'm saying, it's time to just what I'm saying, the shackles are off. What I'm saying, which I really would like, in my opinion, I thought the shackle was off when he first got in the villa, because when he first got in the villa, he was wilding out. Now Troy. Now I know you said that like he wasn't wilding out too bad because he didn't ever have a kiss, but I just felt like he was wilding out with with all just the flirtation that he was doing. But speaking of your boy
Bro, he was
Tom,
being his
Troy.
typical time self.
You know what? That is so tricky because
Just saying.
if because like Chelsea, she did tell us that he's a big flirt. So I guess he was basically just being himself. But as you know, now me and you have been back and forth on this, Troy. But then all of a sudden, the kiss happened. So Tom, he seems to have turned a corner and he's
He
getting
leaned
back
over
with
and kissed
Sophia,
Sophia.
and he kissed Miss Sophia. I was like, okay, yeah, he's really feeling himself. He's really like, oh, okay, look at you and Sophia matching. Y'all matching, Troy. Okay, I see y'all.
Come on, come on. Ooh, watch me.
Okay. All right. So then moving on to Miss Nicole. So Nicole, now if you remember, Nicole, she's the one that also likes Nicole. Yes, this girl right here. She also likes Kendall. So moving on to her. So now she
Kendall.
boosts Kendall's ego. Yeah. So say it again. Oh, he said something. Okay. Yeah. So
No, I was
Nicole,
just
she
saying she
boosts
like Kendall.
Kendall's.
I was helping you out.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So she boosts Kendall's ego by informing him that she is really into him. What I'm saying? So of course, Kendall, he like eats that up. He loves that. What I'm saying? Just the whole fact that he has two girls on him and then possibly has another over here. What I'm saying, hanging in the balance, waiting for him. He's like eating it. He's basically eating this up. Now Alexis, the other girl, Alexis, she's wondering why is Kendall spending so much time with this girl, Nicole. You know what I'm saying? She's like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna, what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna get rid of your girlfriend for somebody, it should be me. Okay. So basically, Alexis is like, what's going on? And Alexis, she's starting to see Kendall more and more for who she thinks he is. Troy Weeks, what do you think? Nicole, Alexis, what are you thinking?
This entanglement is kind of serious, but ultimately, I feel like he knows where he wants to be. But she definitely boosted his head up. Doesn't mean it's gonna make any difference for her whether it does or not. I think it's too late in the game at this point. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's too late in the game for
Exactly.
Nicole at this point. Yeah.
Okay. And then so then we go back, what I'm saying, back in the girls' villa. What I'm saying, Mark, the host, he comes in. And what I'm saying, every time like Mark comes in, everybody is always worried because they're like, okay, why is he here? What I'm saying? Why is he here? Because they already know that once he comes there, he got some type of information. It could be good information, it could be bad. And usually it can be kind of depressing sometimes. So Mark, he walks back in, he pulls everybody outside. Everybody. Like he pulled the tempters, he pulled the girls, he pulled everybody outside. And he tells everybody that guess what? This, what I'm saying, this week you will be having your final dates. Okay, your final dates. So as y'all know, I think there's about six people left in each villa or something like that. So now what I'm saying, and there's only four girls and four guys in each
Yep.
villa. And yeah, and what I'm saying, now they have to have, yeah, they got to pick from their final dates. What I'm saying, 'cause that means that things are kind of wrapping up. What I'm saying, this experience is wrapping up. So They definitely got to pick from their final date. So that's gonna be something. So now, are y'all ready to see who these people pick? Troy, are you ready? Listen, we're gonna show the people who they
I'm
pick
ready.
once again. Okay, here we
I'm
go. All right,
ready.
so you ready? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the girls first. All right, so the girls. All right, here we go. So Aaron, she picked Juwan, which is the black guy. Well, okay, the top right. That's Juwan. Aaron picked Juwan. Chelsea, of course, Chelsea picked Dr. Blake, of course, top left. Erica, she picked Jesse, bottom right, and then Kristen, of course, she picked Lex, which is the bottom left. Now, um, Troy, is it me? But like Aaron, she got a little jungle fever because last time she was dating Shaquille, and then she picks Jawan. So I'm like, I'm surprised she ain't trying to date a black guy. So yeah, say like
Maybe she's trying to stay away from all the white guys so that she could, stay focused on Corey as the only white guy.
oh, see, you said it on me. You said that. I ain't messing with you anyway. So
Oh,
then, all right. So then, whenever now before we show the guys' final pick, I do have to say that Kendall he was talking to Alexis, and because she was feeling some type of way because like she still see him talking to Nicole. And she just like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm.
guess that's what it's gonna be. I ain't got time for it. So, but Kendall informs Alexis that he is still sorting out his feelings whenever it comes to Nicole. But to me, that's a slap in the face, all you know what I'm saying, by itself. Because like you're still sorting out your feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like Nicole, she was just supposed to be the fun time, not the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So that was a mess. All right. So then we get
He's
to
gonna
the
be a snack.
guys pick.
No.
Exactly. So this is then we get to the guys picks. Guys picks. So of course we'll start with Julian. Julian, he got a little jungle fever too, but he picks Tula. Well, we'll get to why he picked Tula, but Julian picks Tula. Corey he picks Amanda, which is top left. No, top right. Kendall of course picks Alexis, which is bottom left, and then Tom of course he picks the hot mama Sita, Miss Sophia, top left. So those were the picks of the guys. Troy, what were your thoughts on who they picked? Who the guys picked?
I felt like Maya was felt some type of way because she didn't get picked with Julian. And but he wasn't trying to build a connection with her. He's focused on his girl. So I mean, it was only gonna be between her and Taj anyway. So I think I knew that choice was gonna make. And then with Alexis pretty much was excited. I think 'cause she was really gonna get chosen. She was excited and happy and smiling like, "Oh, we about to stunt on this hoe." And next thing you know, he chose Alexis.
Exactly. I thought the same thing. Yeah. I mean, like my thing is, I guess, that little blow up that Maya had, it just turned him off, I guess. Whatever. But I guess, listen, I guess if he can't, what I'm saying, if that, what I'm saying, turns him off, then it's obviously she's better off without him. But I will say that now everybody with Tula, the bottom right girl, that's who Julian picked. And now he picked her because, if you remember, Julian, he's really trying to get back with Kristen, his girl. So he's really trying to get back with Kristen, which is this girl, right? Let me just remind y'all of Kristen. Bam, that's Julian and Kristen. Okay. So he's really trying to get back with her, but he picked Tula because he sees that, like, what I'm saying, they have like a friendship thing. And then he wants her to help him pick out a ring for Kristen so that he can pop the question. Now, I mean, Troy, I mean, that's nice and everything, but how do you
I'm just
think,
saying.
like, I mean, but how do you think Tula felt? I mean, yes, you know that, what I'm saying, that like he wants to get back with his girl, but still, it's like you are really in the friend zone. Like you have me pick out a ring. Like, what do you think whenever you saw that, or did you think anything?
I mean, for me, I mean, I think that was the best way he could have played it because he didn't want to spend private time with anybody in that way. So he knew what he wanted to do. He even called up, her mom, her dad, to, ask about proposing. So I felt like I was cool with it.
Okay, all right. Okay, so then next, everybody, we move on. All right, so now we know who's dating who. Okay, so now it's adventure time. You know what I'm saying? If it's the last date, then let me tell you something. They definitely got to go on a date. So I'm gonna tell you what everybody did on their date. So Erica and Jesse, they took a romantic ride through the mountains in a helicopter. That was very nice. Kendall and Alexis, they spent time, and he states that he's starting to think he could build something with Alexis. He is so confused; it's not even funny. Anyway, but you know, oh yeah. Actually, going back to my bad, y'all. Going back to the final dates. My bad. I meant to tell you this. So for the girls, the guys who left were Alex, this guy right here. Alex is the one that left, and also Griffin. Griffin left. Okay, and then of course for the guys, the girls who left was Maya and Nicole. Yeah, Nicole. So now that Nicole is gone, that kind of will break up that whole threesome thing with Kendall and Alexis. So yeah, so Nicole is gone. So that's good for Alexis. So now they can really, focus on each other. All right. So I had to say that because now, yeah, because now he's saying, Kendall's saying, oh, he think that he can, like build something with Alexis. Well, I guess so, because Nicole is gone now. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Okay, so Julian, he goes ring shopping with Tula, for her help. Thomas and Sophia, they have a picnic near the waterfalls. Tom shares more of his feelings and his lips with Sophia. So now they're really kissing. Like it's all about kissing now. And Sophia, she just hopes that Tom realizes that his relationship with Chelsea is not what's best for him. Okay. Um, so Sophia really hopes that she gets to be with Tom at the end of this. Chelsea and Blake sell and chat about how she feels. Like she always seems to be the one that cares the most in the relationship. So her and Blake are really, what I'm saying, just basically just learning more about each other and getting along. So I'm gonna tell a little more about what went on. But before I do, so far, Troy, any thoughts on what I'm saying, like whenever you saw the couples together doing their thing, getting closer together, what I'm saying? Since they're on the final dates, the final people, do you think, what I'm saying, like seeing them out and about with each other, do they still
Hmm.
look a match?
Sure do. I mean, I feel like based on the pairs that they had together and the people that spent time together, they actually paired it very well. We saw how they looked at each other's eyes, like Chelsea and Blake, and Tom and Sophia. If you notice how they look at each other, like there's something there. There's definitely something there. I agree.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so moving on, everybody. So then, so what I'm saying, so like they're still getting to know each other because once again this is the this is the finale. What I'm saying, the final date. So Kristen and Lex, they talk about how she'll react when she sees Julian again. Her concerns with Julian are what I'm saying, will they be on the same page? She wants him to choose her first instead of parties and other things like that. I found it fun. I found it amazing how like these girls are talking to these guys that they're on a date with about the other guy. Whatever. This show is crazy. Um,
Right.
Aaron, she dishes more about how she was in she and Corey's relationship to Jawan. Once again, talking to the guy about the other guy. She does state that she doesn't compete with anyone else. So if Corey wants Amanda, then she's good. Corey admits to Amanda that he hasn't opened up fully. He thought Aaron was the best he could do. He's starting to realize, with or without her, in his future will be bright. He states that Aaron is the reason for all of his lack of confidence, and Amanda builds him up. He can see himself with Amanda. So now, Troy, let me ask you this. So as Corey has definitely been, building up his confidence. Amanda, she has definitely been helping with, building up his confidence. That good old Amanda right cheer. But what is going on with this stuff? But do you feel that Aaron, should be, I guess, solely to blame for him not, what I'm saying, for his lack of confidence?
I don't think Aaron's the only one. I feel like with him, you can't allow someone to make you less confident. You be confident yourself, and then somebody can take away from you. You should have something for yourself. So he came to find confidence for his own self. So I feel like what I don't like is that they're playing off of, oh, well, I know your girlfriend and give you this kind of shoes. I feel like you're the man, when you want to. That's what they're trying to play on those things. And I feel like that could be just a play, it could be for the show. What about after? So I feel like there's some decisions to be made here.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, cool beans. All righty then. All righty then. Okay, so then moving on, everybody. We get to Tom. So Tom tells Sophia that she is very beautiful and he takes all of her in. You know what I'm saying? All right, so then moving along, everybody. So like that was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the final dates of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Then it starts to get a little trickier because Sophia, she puts a question on the table about will he be with her if he and Chelsea doesn't work out. So basically, she was asking Tom that, listen, if you and Chelsea don't work out, are me and you gonna work out? So basically, she want to know, will we be together? And he answers by saying, I do like you. Now, Troy, listen. I don't know if I'm wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Sophia asking him that if you and Chelsea don't be together, will me and you be together? And he just replies and said, I do like you. So why do you think your boy Tom, like, do you think that he wants to be with Chelsea? I mean, Sophia, or he just enjoying this experience?
I mean, I feel like he's enjoying the experience and the same thing he wants to do with her. But regardless of what he says, his heart's still with Chelsea, so he needs to close that door before he's coming anyway.
Right. Oh, what was that? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Aaron.
Hey,
Thank you.
man.
All right, all right. Okay, so then everybody, so then we move on to now everybody they have to shoot their last shot. Okay, this is it. You know what I'm saying? What it's gonna be is what it's gonna be. So everyone tries to shoot their last shot, and they try to show why they should be their great pick. Erica feels very nervous and scared knowing that this is the last date. Now she and Jesse, they seem to spend the night together. So just to remind you, Erica is Kendall's girlfriend. But you know what I'm saying, now I guess you know what I'm saying, Erica done seen so much that Kendall has done that she felt very comfortable going into the bedroom with Mr. Jesse and look like they spent the night together. And I don't think that they was reading the Bible. Okay, so yeah. Did you notice that too, Troy? Did you notice that it looked like Erica and Jesse kind of spent the night together? Or actually, they did spend the night together.
They didn't know they woke up the next day. They woke up the next day. Mm-hmm. And they spent
Yeah.
the bed at the end of the day. So I felt like at the end of the day, and they looked up and kind of had a little coffee the next day, and a little tea, and a nice little roast on the beach. Hello. They definitely slept together. Maybe not physically, but
Right.
in the same bed.
So then the guys with Kendall, he talks more how Alexis could really be the one right before they make out in the pool. You know, so listen, those two they love to make out. And then you know, then they let her take it to the bed. They let her take it to the bedroom, where the bed is covered in rose petals, and then they make out and more, and it seems to lead to more. So we already know how they give it up. All right, so then kind of
Hello.
wrapping things up. So now Erica and Jesse, they work up together. They did. Um, she seems to be interested in Jesse outside of the island. So you know what I'm saying. So for her, this isn't just an experience. She actually is interested in him. You know what I'm saying, getting to know him more outside of this experience. Tom and Sophia, they grow closer together. Tom does finally state that he could see himself dating her, Sophia, outside of the villa. Sophia has no regrets and hopes to have Tom afterwards. Now back on Julian. Julian calls. Oh, now this is big. Now this is really big, really big. So everybody, so now Julian, um, let me now y'all remember Julian, right? Let me get Julian because I like to make sure that you know so y'all keeping up with who I'm talking about. Bam, thank
Mm-hmm.
you, Aaron.
There you go, right there.
But yes,
Right
Julian
there.
right here. Yeah, Julian got ballsy because he actually hold on, what am I okay, here we go. He actually he calls Kristen's dad and he asked him
Mm-hmm.
for her hand in marriage. And I was like, okay. So and you know what,
He's
Troy?
ready for it.
If you notice, I can tell that like, even though he did mess up and break her heart, but I can tell that her family loves him because you see how whenever his dad or
Right.
her dad answered the phone, he was so glad to hear from Julian. So
Mhm.
I'm really rooting for these two. Are you rooting for these two?
I definitely am. I hope that she can realize that this man really came on the show to show you that he's done with the foolish and way. He could have partied and cheated and random shit because he's single. He didn't know that. He's trying to show you. So hopefully she saw that and she got past somebody else died lives and married this man because he wants to marry her.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's commendable. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was around a lot of temptation, but you know, he didn't get tempted. So yeah, so
Right.
yeah, so he proposed. I mean, well, he asked her dad for her hand in marriage. Her dad does give him the blessing. And then then Julian shares it with the rest of the people. All right, everybody. So then then it was like a big shocker. It was like a big shocker. You know, so everybody's like, they ready to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun. Then all of a sudden, here comes Mark again. I don't tell y'all whenever Mark comes, it's usually never good. So Mark, he comes by and informs the guys that it's time to say goodbye. Right. So they got to say bye to their final picks. You know, I guess that now, what I'm saying, they're about to really get into the nitty gritty and see what's going on with everything. So, yeah. So basically, all we saw is that the jaws was dropped. Okay, jaws dropped because he says, "Gotta go." Everybody's leaving, and then I'm pretty sure he told the girls in the girls' villa that the guys had to go. They just didn't show that part, but I'm pretty sure that's what he did. So yeah, so that was pretty much the show for this past Tuesday. Now we got to see what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Now the tempters they have left the villa, so now it's just the contestants, or what I'm saying, the people, and we're gonna see what do they have in store for them. Troy, what do you think is about to happen?
Um, I like the fact that they don't know what's going on. So when he walked in, it was like, yeah, time to say goodbye. Let them know you're leaving. Say last about it all like, they didn't expect you leaving the island. But that's the way reality TV goes and the way it's just that. So I'm interested to find out. Not the guys that them, no girls and by themselves, and now you got to push up. They left the island completely, so now you got to text them or something.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to see what this next episode is going to be. Okay.
That part. And everybody, that is your review of Temptation Island. Be sure to tune in next week. I have another review. But let's keep it moving for the Real Housewives finale of Atlanta. Troy, we got to talk about this finale. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 3, episode 18, which is the season finale, right? So just a little recap of the season, just a little, hey, how you doing? So in case you missed it, check this out, right? So as the recap goes, it kicks off with the Candy. Okay, Candy, for Friday, December 18th, being Candy Tucker Day. To you, Madonna. So shout out to Candy for getting the Candy Tucker Day on December 18th in Georgia down there, girl. You doing your thing, girl. Keep it up. And also to show a snapshot of the Newlyweds. Newlyweds are moving in together and looking for a new house now. And I'm here for it to chill, becoming one in one house outside of Lake Haiti and outside of LA. Here, well, there in Atlanta together. So outside of that, they showed us Portia King. Yes, Miss Portia King. Out here making the Senate runoff look sexy. Yes, somehow out there, making moves out there, being Portia King, doing what she does best, and it was super dope. So I see her out there doing that. And I'm also super excited to see the process of Josiah beginning to meet old dad. Spend some time before I get to that Z fly. Anything about the opening you want to throw in there? Give you a 1-2 about the opening before I keep it moving.
Okay, so all right, so basically, don't talk about Josiah yet, right?
Not yet. I didn't get there yet.
Okay,
Introduced it. Not yet.
gotcha. Yes, Troy. I must say I was very well. I ain't surprised, but yeah, I'm proud of Candy. Even though she low key get on my nerves sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, she's just so busy, and it's like you trying to hit her up, and then she actually got time for you. But anyway, but that's really cool for Candy. I mean, that's big. What I'm saying? I'm happy for Cynthia. I mean, lucky for her. You're actually lucky for Cynthia that what I'm saying. He wasn't like what I'm saying, telling her to, oh no. you know what I'm saying, you need to move to LA. Because then, I mean, she would have been a housewife of Atlanta, try to knock on Beverly Hills door to see can she be a housewife over there. So it's really cool that, you know what I'm saying, he's willing to come to Atlanta and build their kingdom together in Atlanta. Portia, she's still doing her rallies. Yeah, Portia's still doing her thing. It's good to see her do that. I feel like by her doing that, she's just really she's setting a tone for herself for a bigger platform than just, what I'm saying, Dish Nation or Housewives or anything like that. What I'm saying, she's like putting herself on a bigger pedestal
Right.
for her future. And also for her daughter, so when her daughter gets a lot older,
Right.
she'll see, oh, look what my mom did. She was a part of this big in history. What I'm saying? See, right now we're living it, but what I'm saying, but like futures to come, or I mean, or the futures generations to come, they'll look back and they'll be like, wow, look what my mom did. Look at my, what I'm saying, kind of like how we did. What I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying, we got like grandmas and people who, people who was in the civil wars and all this. So yeah, she's making a change. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Well, let's move right along. Like I was saying before, when Scott the positive society began to meet old dad and spend time. And then, started to look at it and things started to take a turn. Because as time go by, he said it's 20 minutes away, 40 minutes pass by, you don't think he's going to turn. You don't think he's going to show up. And then, yeah, she does show up. Walks in Ricky, a.k.a. Old Dad. Seems a little weird and awkward at first, but, baby steps. Let me give you a two-piece about that before you want to talk a little bit about the style and fast before I keep the show moving.
Let me tell you something. Josiah, he had no time for that. Okay, he had no time for games. And it's sad to see because that's his biological dad, and it's just sad that it's almost like a stranger. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times people just gotta really think. Whenever you're out here having children, and then you're out here doing crimes, both of them, what I'm saying, they don't mix. You know what I'm saying? You out here doing crimes, you get caught, and then now you're away from your children, and now they grow up and looking at you like, who are you? Like, oh, you want to do what? So I just think it's just a sad thing to see. Um, his dad is trying to, you know, be in his life, but Josiah just don't have time for it. And to be honest with you, I'm on Josiah's side because at the end of the day, it's like, Dad, where were you when I need you? You know what I'm saying? Look, I got a new daddy, and also too. Speaking of old daddy, new daddy, somebody on Twitter, there was a fan on Twitter and said, can Drew come up with a better term than old daddy and new daddy? They said that sounds stupid, Drew. I understand what a fan on Twitter said. I didn't say that. So, so yeah, it's bad.
I'm just a messenger.
It's not good. Yeah, she has a lot going on in her household.
No, I'm like, I'm like, don't group that. I don't like old daddy do anything. I've been your dad. I don't like that. But not my kid, my business. And then we move right along to Kenya and her therapy. Are we the best Mark? Or not? I'm talking to you, Mark, right now. Because it's like, what we doing, right? Like, one episode, y'all trying to figure it out, have a big part of this episode, like back and forth. Like, and then you turn around and block her, y'all. She in therapy, trying to say something to talk to him real fast. This dude done blocks her. Really, though, Mark? Really? And then, I'm just like, can you just making these good things up? Make it seem like as if I'm going good, and the next day we back to the old shit. Like, what's really going on? Like, I'm so sick of it. So, they fly. The therapy. Kenya, Mark, talk to me.
Okay, Troy. First of all, can I just ask you, why does 2-year-old baby Brooklyn have a cell phone? Did you see
Oh,
that?
so home.
You remember because like
That works.
she was calling from her phone, and then she called from Brooklyn's phone. And I was like, why does 2-year-old Brooklyn
That
have a
one was
phone? She got it bad. You know what? Yeah, Kenya, she's one of the she's one of them women that you can't take her serious. You just can't take her serious. She sit there and act all bad. What I'm saying, whenever it comes to like these, like to these girls or whoever. But then when it's her own husband, she let her own husband run over her like an Amtrak. And so I'm just like, wow, like this is Kenya. So
right.
so like whenever people show you who they are, believe it. and she's weak. And yeah, and I'm gonna say she's weak. And because you wanna know why? Because like I just feel like she should never let that man take so many hits at her. Now I know some people say, well, she was trying to be loving, she was trying to be keep the family together. But if you see somebody's not keeping it together, like my thing is this right here. Wait, was this? Yeah, I think when she said whenever Troy, whenever she had said, whenever she said that he comes to town, sleeps in her house, sleep in her bed, but then when she goes to New York, he tells her to get a
When he wants
hotel.
to. He comes to her
So
house, when he feels like it,
yeah,
shows up and says, hey, I'm sleeping here. In the bed one, not even in the guest room on the couch. In the bed one, like, yeah, I'm sleeping here. She's a
yes,
fool for allowing this
I
man
was
to do her like that. Mean that she has to everybody else. But anyway, let's move on to something more positive. Okay, so here for the sentiment party and the $1,000 friends giveaway gifts. $1,000 this time. When you saw that, what was you thinking when you saw $1,000 gift? Okay, so as that progresses, after first giving some llamas, come out, real llamas, real ones. And the girls are sort of not here for it. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear about the llamas. Take a good picture. Don't touch my weed. Without a party with a llama, you are something else. But I applaud Cynthia for going above and beyond. I really do. Now listen here, I love the new system they came up with for getting it now. Yes, here for the still got get away. I don't like that if I can go all the way to the end, you never want to make still get to that. So I'm done with that. Then we went from Tiffany's to diamond rings to Gucci bags to wigs. Ah, used wig. She said she spent $1,000 on that wig, but it definitely didn't look like it. So I was talking to these 5 to me, friends give it up to the wig.
let me tell you something. Can I just say that like that whole gift giving was a mess. You know what I'm saying? The only gift that I actually liked. Let me see. Let me see. The only one that I really liked the most was what Marlo gave to Cynthia.
I'm not
Give
sure.
me that cash. Give me that cash. But yeah, Drew, she needs to stop playing because what I'm saying. Drew talking about something. She shops for her wigs in L.A. Well, maybe she do because L.A. also has like little corner stores too. You know what I'm saying? Now she really can't say that that's $1,000 wig. And if it is $1,000 wig, I mean maybe it was $1,000 in monopoly money. So you just never know because she just trying to tell people that was $1,000. Now come on now. Now,
That one
I
that
don't
plays
know.
the playback, and she had that same wig on already.
What ain't cheap? Wait. Aaron said they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. What ain't cheap?
You know, the wig. But don't you give my gift for a wig you already wore your head 5 episodes before, girl. She don't do that. Now that's second. So, to give the gift, the story wasn't there, right? The Toya shows up. I mean, it's a lot of it. Like, one of it's going back and forth. And so we're going back and forth trying to figure out what's going on. I got you. What's going on, right? So she played the recording of her assistant speaking to the prophet. But it really wasn't anything revealing that we already did. It wasn't like, oh my God, like, it was struck the prophet of the lie. It just doesn't do anything. And so then Candy comes and she breaks it down. So shout out to Candy. Because she gonna always stand up for what's right and get you a job. And then the Friendsmas turns into a Friends mess. And then to a get out of our house mess. So before we end up, Z Fly, talk to me. Tell me, Z Fly, about the mess that happened with Friendsmas.
All I can say is I was surprised that like she literally took us back to the '90s. I was surprised when I saw the cassette player. Did you see that cassette player, Troy?
She did. She did.
I was like, but you know what? I mean, even like my thing is with Drew, you know what I'm saying? Like, she comes off nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if like a lot of I feel like a lot of times these girls, like in their first season of the show, they try to be nice and all this kind of stuff, get fans. But Drew's a little messy, and Drew is like a dog with a bone. She don't know how to let it go. Because my thing is, I agree with Candy. Why is Drew trying to blame Toya for things that like this grown man is doing? You know what I'm saying? That's I don't understand. Like she was so pressed about Toya and he was married and that. Okay, for one thing, if you're saying like he was engaged or he was whatever, that sounds like his problem. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's engaged. Why you all in Toya face? That she can only do what he allows her to do. So yeah, I don't know, Drew. She's exhausting. Whew, I was like, not the prophet again. You know. It's
Not the public is live. I love it. So that's it. The show begins to end. Of course, it's not giving you updates about what's going on with this person, that person, all that. I basically came up on that verse. Then got to that. I did some
yeah.
chill. Finally went to a new house. I did see that. I did see Candace return to back of the shop in season two. Um, so that was pretty much the gist of what really got me. It said, of course, uh, um, Drew won't be in the second season of the shop. She won't be in the first season of the shop. No, from shop. So I'm a very shady. But yes, it leads us to the sneak peek of next week, the reunion of the Atlanta Housewives, and it wasn't really an entertainment movie. So just want to talk to me.
Well, about next week, the preview.
Yes.
Yeah.
So next week
Okay.
we do next week. Reunion.
Yes. So, let me see. Hmm. You know what? Let me see. It looks. How does it look? It looks a little juicy. I'm trying to see. Is it spicy? I don't know. I guess because what I'm saying, they let things like draw out so long this season, like with the Bolo, with um the Prophet, just silly things that like they've been fussing about. I just feel like it's just gonna be more of the same thing. What I'm saying? The only difference is, what I'm saying, they're gonna be beat, what I'm saying, dressed real nice and the face beat. But I feel like it's just gonna be like a whole bunch of the same thing. But I don't know. But then again, though, what I'm saying, maybe we will hear some truths. 'Cause I have been hearing that, what I'm saying, Kenya, she's gonna try to out Portia, what I'm saying. She's coming with some receipts. So we're gonna see if she actually got some receipts with that. So yeah, it does look spicy. And one thing, Troy, I hope like they really mention something about Tanya, because Tanya got ghosted after the Bolo incident. Tanya was gone. So I want to know what happened
Let me
to
see that
Tanya.
says. We need to see the smoke on her shoes.
Right. So yeah. So that's my thoughts on the reunion of next week. Yep, yep, yep.
Well, listen here, y'all. That sounds like we getting ready for season. We're getting ready for the reunion. I guess almost season finale of the show. So it's been a good run this far this season of reality TV. I've been enjoying myself. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. Hope you guys been tuning in and give me a little piece of the chance you guys to follow us. On everything. Of course, at Joe Susan and IMD Pod. Of course, share it, reality with TNZ on your social media platforms. We out here doing. Again, we out here, y'all. Again, we're bringing you the spices of reality. Follow us right here. Goes the substance.
That's what. All right, yeah, everything what he just said, he definitely said it. So I'm just gonna say real quick, if you do love what you see and you love what we do, then definitely if you want to support us, then definitely feel the need to go ahead and hit us up on that Cash App, $ Forever Live Young. Every penny counts. So anything, if you have it in your heart to support us, we love it. Thank you so much for that. And also too, just want to say real quick that once again we are looking for an event coordinator slash fundraiser strategist to help us out with the upcoming fundraiser. Because here at the brand, for those of you all who may not know, we actually raise awareness on gynecologic cancer, domestic violence, molestation of the youth, and twisted assumptions towards men. So those are the four awarenesses that Forever Live Young brand focuses on and raises awareness on. But in this September, we will be raising awareness on gynecologic cancers, specifically endometrial cancer. And for those of y'all who may not know, because actually a lot of people didn't know that gynecologic cancers are cancers of the female's reproductive system. Um, and yeah, so we know what I'm saying. So we're gonna be focusing on that, and also focusing like I said, specifically on endometrial cancer, which is also like uterine cancer. So yeah, so once again, if you do want to support or learn more information, right there is the cash app where you can support. But if you want to learn more information, let me go ahead on and give you that good old email. Hold on, bam, there you go. So you can there. That's the email. You can send us f.l.y.entertainment, the number 12 at gmail.com. And once again, if you or someone who would be great in this position, then definitely let us know. Once again, event coordinator. We are looking for someone with at least 3 years of experience, and also must have, what I'm saying, experience in events, fundraisers, and startups. Okay. And once again, that email, if you do know somebody or yourself, let me put it right back at the bottom. Bam. There you go. f.l.y.entertainment12 at gmail.com. f.y. Oh, look, I'm lying. f.l.y.entertainment, the number 12 at gmail.com. But it's right there at the bottom, too. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. Like I said, both shows are winding down. It looks like Troy Weeks is winding down too. We gotta go, y'all. But we thank y'all so much for tuning in for Reality TV with TNZ. Join us next week for the first episode of the Atlanta reunion, and then for some mystery going on Temptation Island. Troy Weeks Music. Any last remarks?
Mhm. Yes, make sure to watch Verse TV. Check us out on Verse TV. I'm a part of a LGBTQ talk show, and tonight, Monday nights we do a show, and tonight makes week 102, if I'm not mistaken, which makes it officially 2 years. We'll be going straight 2 years straight every week. So check us out, Verse TV everywhere. That's VERSTEAV, Verse TV on Instagram or VerseTV.com. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that.
Sounds good. And everybody, real quick, just let you know. Listen, you know what I'm saying. That's where you got to promote yourself. I want to say big thank you to our comment, to our listener Aaron, and also Aaron, thank you for the support. We got his little support that he just sent to us. So thank you so much for that. So everybody, once again, every bit counts. So thank y'all, and listen, we will definitely talk to y'all next week. Remember, stay fly or stay high. Goodbye.